Hello guys, welcome to my cooking channel. This is Shwana's cooking channel. I hope you guys will like the ingredient that I'm sharing today. Today I'm making Bangladeshi restaurant style Thai soup. A lot of my friends and family has asked me for this ingredient. They said they like it so much, and I thought about sharing it on the YouTube so people who are learning, or if you want to try my style of this Thai soup, I hope you will like it, you'll enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel. Also click on the bell icon so when I upload a new recipe, you guys can get notified. Let's start and go straight to the ingredients, what we will need today to make this dish. So today I have first here chicken stock. So I have around 12 cups of chicken stock. Don't worry, I will put all these ingredients of how much you needed on the below, and you can see the ingredients amounts there, so if you miss it, so you can go back to that. Then I have some water, and this water I needed just because either to mix up the cornstarch or corn flour, whichever you can find in the store, and to unthick or thick my soup. Sometimes need a little bit of water, because if the soup gets a little thicker. Here the next ingredient we have is some green onion, which is also called spring onion. You can find them very easily in the stores. And then we have some tomato ketchup. I use tomato ketchup. You can use tomato sauce as well if you want, because I don't like the taste of the tomato sauce. I like the how it comes up with the tomato ketchup. Then we have some soy sauce here. We're going to use a little bit of it, and then we have green chili garlic sauce. Then I have fish sauce, and then I have some oyster sauce here. Plus I have some ground black pepper. Then I have some onion powders, and then ground white pepper, and then salt to taste, and then have Thai ginger. If you cannot find Thai ginger, you can use regular ginger, but use a little bit, and then make sure you thinly slice them, okay? Then we have some whole green chili pepper. Then we have shrimps here, and then lemongrass, Thai lemongrass. It's easily found in the store, so I don't think it should have any problem. I have I cut it like two leaves of it, and I throw the top part of it, and then I smashed it a little bit. That's why this look like a little smashed. With the back of the knife. This way it will influence your flavor, and then it also will open up when you're cooking. Then we have some thinly sliced cut mushrooms, then some onion thinly chopped. Then we have chicken here, cut in thin like a very small cube pieces. I cut the thigh. I took the thigh, boneless thighs. You can ask me in the comment below if you want to see how to take the bones off, or you can buy it straight from the store without the bone if you cannot. If you can find it in the store. Then we also have some egg yolks. I'm using around 5. You can use 4 or 5, or if you're using less, you can use 2 of it. Then we also have a whole lemon. We're going to use this, we're going to cut it later and make it juice out of it. We're going to use around 2 tablespoons of the juice. I like to use fresh, because, or you can use it from the store, which you buy on the bottle as well, but the fresh gives you a better flavor. Then we have 1/4 teaspoon of a green red chili powder. This is just to bring a little that spicy tangy flavor to the soup. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to. Then we have 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, and we're going to use this later when we start the whole process. So let's start now to cook. And before that, we're going to do is what we're going to use is we're going to take the soy sauce, and then we're going to use the chicken. So let's use the chicken, And then we're gonna use one more ingredients that I forget to mention, but I'm gonna tell you I have it in the next to the cooking stove, and I'll show it to you guys. We're gonna need a 2 tablespoons worth of butter. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take this chicken, and then we're gonna take the shrimp. Okay, and we want to marinate this with the soy sauce for 10 minutes. But before we do that, let's do this. I'm gonna use like a little bit extra since I have a little bit extra chicken and shrimps. I'm gonna use little 2 spoons. You can use 1 tablespoon of soy sauce to marinate this, and then just little tiny, and then mix it up very well. So on your chicken and shrimp, this will, why we do this is because this is going to bring out the flavor a little bit more. A lot of people use the black pepper at the beginning, some don't. I like to use it because that way it gives you that flavor. You can use this spoon or you can sprinkle it a little bit, so it's kind of like a half teaspoon pinch of like black pepper. So just use that with the chicken, so when you fry it, it gets like, you know, mixed into the food, so that way it will bring out more flavor for you. So what we're gonna do is since we mixed it up, I'm gonna wait, and we'll be back when it's 10 minutes is over to mix it up. And okay, so welcome back. It's been 10 minutes and we are our chicken and our shrimp is already marinated. What we're gonna use is we're gonna use a fry pan. I'm gonna go on a medium heat. I'll put that the butter. So we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of worth of butter. I'm just gonna wait until this is melt. I'm using unsalted butter, but if you guys want to use salted butter, you can. But be careful because chicken stocks that I'm using also has a little bit salt in it. So you don't wanna overdo on the salt and it tastes bitter. So it's almost melted. We're gonna put our chicken here and the shrimp here, and we're gonna cook it a little bit. So we can stir until this is cooked. Keep the stove on a medium high and keep stirring until you see the chicken is going to change color as well as your shrimp. You can see it's changing color. The reason we fry this one so it gets like cooked slowly. And then when you cook it in the soup and the stock with all other ingredients, it will mix well. Keep mixing, so that way make sure you don't burn it. That's why you don't wanna leave it and go somewhere where you have this on the stove. if you already know how to cook, so you know that when food color turns, you can see it, and you can see it's already turning color. My skins are little item pink, as well my chicken is becoming a little bit of ashy pink color. So make sure when you are frying them, all the juices are dried. So I'm gonna keep cooking it for a few more minutes, so that way the juices are off in the chicken, and only thing that's left is you can see the juices coming out. So I'm gonna wait them to cook and slowly so the juice dries out. If you don't wanna have any water, we're just gonna have a dry, little buttery shrimp and chicken. So I'm gonna let it cook and dry, and then I'm gonna come back to it when it's done. So guys, we are done with our cooking our chicken and shrimp. You can see there is no gravy on this. It's just like the butter and then the chicken and the shrimp that we have just fried. You can see the steam's coming out, so that way. So let's go back to the cooking now, actual cooking. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix all the ingredients, except we're not gonna use the oyster sauce, the fish sauce, and lemon juice. Those we're gonna add later. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna took my chicken stock right here, and I'm gonna mix in my the chicken and the shrimp that we just cooked. So we're gonna put that in there. We're gonna use our the onions. So I don't want to use too much. Like you're gonna use like 1 tablespoon of it, just to give, and it's very thinly chopped and sliced, so that way it just mixed up when you're doing the cooking. We're gonna use our egg yolks. That's gonna go in here as well. Mushrooms, and then you can use any mushroom you like, okay? And I'm not gonna use too much of the, so you can use how much you like. You can use 2 tablespoons, or like, you know, I'm gonna use a lot of lemongrass, because I like the flavor of the lemongrass when you using it in like, you know, when you're cooking it, it gives a little flavors. Then I have like the whole chilies, they're all gone too. We're gonna use the Thai ginger. I had a little bit more sliced. I'm gonna use around like 2 tablespoons worth of it. And then here I have some garlic chili sauce, which I'm gonna use it here as well. And we're gonna use some, you'll use like 1/4 teaspoon of the white ground pepper. If you don't have it, you can use black pepper, but I prefer to use the white. and it doesn't change the color. And we use the black ground pepper with the chicken and shrimp when we cooked it. And this is optional, the onion powder. If you have it, you can use it. If you don't have it, you don't have to. So I'm going to use it like 1-4 teaspoons of onion powder. So now, once you put all these ingredients together, we're going to mix this very well. And we're going to use the cornstarch, but we're going to use it a little bit later. Let's first mix this up very well. So, oh, I forgot to mix the tomato ketchup. I have 1 cup worth of tomato ketchup there. So you can use this. I'm gonna keep this thing this side now. I'm gonna get everything off of this bowl. So I like to use this spatula because it helps me to get everything off of this bowl, so we don't waste any of our ingredients. Once we mixed up all these ingredients, it's really quick, and the cooking is, and then the soup comes out really yummy. And you can see how the color turned into a like a pinkish color. It's a very nice color, and you'll see in the Thai restaurants in Bangladesh or Indo Chinese restaurant that their color is turned. This is the key to it. When you mix in the sauce and the yolk and everything, it turns into that color. So we have mixed it up. You see there is no lumps or anything. And what I'm gonna do is now keep this in the side. And I'm gonna take my cornstarch. I'm using cornstarch. You can use corn flour if you like. And so here you see I took some water, and I'm gonna slowly. You can use the same spoon that you use to mix up the chicken and things like that. It doesn't matter because the color will not matter anymore because it's going to have the same soup. So you really wanna mix this up. You don't wanna have any lumps or anything. The lighter you make it, the better it is, so that way it doesn't get thickened very easily. I'm going to use a little bit more water. It's very watery. It's like a milk. I'm using the same bowl, using those onion leaves and stuff and chilies. But okay. Pour this in here. This is gonna give us our thickness. So you can see how the color is. So your soup color should be like this, and when we cook it, it's gonna become our thick. And when you use the oyster sauce and fish sauce and the lemon juice, you really wanna make sure. So we're gonna take a pot and pour this in here. You can see that it's in the pot. When we're gonna cook this on a medium heat, and then you can keep stirring it for until it's thickened or the gravy is like creamy. And then you cannot keep stirring it, so sometime, like, you know, you can leave it for a few minutes, but then you keep stirring it, so that way it doesn't get stuck in the bottom of the pot. Also, it doesn't get like way too like thick. So we're gonna cook this, and let me cook this for like 10 to 20 minutes, and we'll be back once it's turned its color. Okay. Okay, we are back. You can see now that our texture for our soup has turned a little bit. It's getting a thicker, a little bit creamy texture. So now what we're gonna do is you can add salt after you tasting the soup a little bit. I'm not gonna use anything because I think the stock had enough salt that makes the soup perfect. But if you want to use a little bit of tasting salt or something, or regular salt, you can use it. Okay, so we're gonna add our sauce. So this is oyster sauce. Oyster sauce, you don't want to do too much because then it can turn the taste of the soup a little bit weird. So try first with 1 tablespoon, and then you can see my soup is turning thicker because of the cornstarch we use. So stir it, and then you can taste a little bit. I'm gonna taste. And I think I can put a little bit more of oyster sauce in here. So this is done, and then we're gonna use our fish sauce. That's also gonna be 2 tablespoons. Okay, and then while we were in the break, I cut and squeezed the lemon. Please use lemon, not lime. So the lemon juice we're gonna use like 2 tablespoons. And then we're gonna, you can see it's bubbling up, and we're gonna just mix this soup. If your soup gets a little too thicker than what you want, you can add a little bit water in it and see how it's the textures is, and then you can also use some salt that time to or the tasting salt, and then see that if you taste it. Okay. You can see my Thai soup is almost ready. I'm just gonna let it boil a little bit so the sauce can be a little bit inside, it gets inside the ingredients, and it gives us that taste we want. You can serve this soup with wonton, Chinese styles, or you can also serve it with chips, like potato chips that you can find, and then you can also make some homemade hot sauce, which is you use the chili flakes, like red chili flakes, and then you can use like a little bit of mustard oil and a little bit of either lemon juice or a little bit of vinegar, and then leave it for a while, and then you can use that to use it in the soup, that which is used in the restaurant. If you want me to make that and show you how to do that, please request it on the screen in the comment box, and I will show you guys how to make it homemade hot sauce at home, so you can use it with it or with your soup. And you can also if you want to see how to make homemade wonton, you can also request it in the comment box below, and I will make a video on that for you guys too. If we have a lot of requests on that, I will also make that. So you can see our soup is almost ready, and it's ready to serve. You can serve it hot with like I said, with wonton or chips or anything that you like that it's kind of munchy. And in here they sell some of them like the like Chinese restaurant style chips. You can also use those. You can use like tortilla chips. You can whichever is, you know, or you can serve it with like chicken rolls and stuff like that. So our soup is ready now, and I'm gonna keep it this thick consistency because, you know, my house, they don't like it too thick, they like it a little lighter like this. So I'm gonna keep it this, and then if you warm it, you know, you can preserve it in the fridge for a couple of days. This is good like in a week in the fridge, but you know, I would prefer you to have it within 2 days or something, because when you add the lemon juice, you don't want to boil the soup too much. That can make the soup bitter. Okay, so bye for today. Please comment below, and when you try it, please share how you like it, and well, I will wait to hear back from you. Bye for now. Goodbye. Take care.